And we're here at Whisper Hearing, and we're with Meghan Schellenberger, who is the audiologist right now. And we're going to talk, we're having some coffee and a little chat, and some trends that you're seeing. Something a little different is happening. Tell us about what you've noticed.
I have noticed, and this has been going on for a little while, but more so, the average age of patients coming through the door is younger because they're noticing issues with more so get-togethers or not necessarily going to parties, but family events or restaurants, and can't quite understand, why does everybody seem like they're talking so fast, which sometimes they are, or why can't I understand what anyone's saying?
Yeah.
And so they come in for a hearing test, and quite often there is a little bit of hearing loss.
Which happens
Everybody's hearing changes as we go through life.
Wow.
It's not an old person thing.
Okay.
It just happens.
Okay.
But I think the stigma still is hearing loss is an old person thing, right? And years ago, people waited until they were 80 or 90 before they got hearing aids. It's not to say they shouldn't have got them earlier, but I think that mindset is still there that I'm too young for this, I don't need this, when it's normal, it's not something's wrong with it.
I'm kind of a little surprised that the stigma is still there because everybody's got something stuck in their ear now.
Well, that's true.
Bluetooth or something, they got something, they're listening to something, which also can add to the problem with losing hearing.
Exactly.
Because you got something playing in your ear all the time.
Right.
So what do you tell the kids then? What do you tell, and what's the age? We're talking like teenagers, right, probably?
Oh, I would say, well, I've seen teenagers. I've seen really I would say from teenagers up to, I would say the average age where patients are kind of shocked or not ready, think they're not old enough yet for hearing aids is in late 50s, early 60s seems to be the sweet spot I've been in lately. When they say I'm too young, and they are young, and it's not that you're old.
They're young to me.
But right, no. But I think patients are, and people nowadays are more aware when something's wrong that something is wrong, and let's look into it. Whereas in the past, brush it aside, they think a big old hearing aids of the sweet old ladies in church with the hearing aids screaming at them and whistling, and they can't hear anything. And that's not how it is anymore.
Okay.
It's not. They're easy, they're small.
Okay. So get your hearing checked. And often too, mine are pretty big. Wait, let me put it back in. But some of the things that people can have now, they're little tiny things. You don't even see them.
Right. They're tiny, they're easy. And that's the thing too. Sometimes patients say, I don't have time to be messing with a hearing aid anymore. I don't have time. I just want to, truthfully, I don't want you to mess with it any more than you don't want to mess with it. You put it on, when it's done correctly, you put it in the morning, forget about it. And the hearing aids are smart enough, they automatically change volume and program and anything, so you don't fiddle with it, put it in.
Get your hearing checked. It's important, no matter what your age, and as I always say, I want you to hear as much as you can for as long as you can. I love mine, and you know what else has made a big difference since I've been, I could talk about it. I don't have to hide anything.
Right.
And some people think you have to hide it.
Right.
No, got a hearing aid, so what?
Well,
move on.
Exactly, and that I have had that exact comment from so many patients after they make the move. The hardest part is just coming through the door. And then once you're here, it's gravy. But patients say it's the best thing they've ever done. Once they realize how much easier life is.
You want to hear it.
You want to hear it.
Okay, that's it. We invite you to come in, get your hearing checked, and thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And you make good coffee too.
Well.
Here. We'll be back with more on Great Day TV.